You've been through junior high or high school, you've probably experienced the grueling task of preparing for final exams. Teachers know that teens in particular have a tendency to procrastinate, to put things off, and so they try different tactics to get their students motivated. You know, they'll say things like, if you all pass this exam, I'll take all of you for pizza. Or I'll go to 7-Eleven and buy all of you guys a Slurpee. And I think the most successful way to get people motivated is to raise the grade for what would be considered a passing grade. You know, if the normal grade for passing is a 50, move that up to an 80. Or move it up to a 90 and watch what happens. Kids take the task of studying a lot more or they take it a lot more seriously. I think Jesus understood that. In Matthew 5:48, Jesus actually says these words, "Therefore you are to be perfect, as your heavenly Father is perfect." His expectations for us are really high. If you take that literally, he has moved the grade from a 50 to 100. And in Matthew 7:13 through 14, he says these words, "Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is broad that leads to destruction, and there are many who enter through it. For the gate is small and the way is narrow that leads to life, and there are few who find it." God's expectations for us are extremely high. And if we're followers of Him, if we're His disciples, we're going to do our best to try to be morally upright. We're going to do our best to try to be spiritual people who are focused on doing the will of our Father. So as you go through school this year, why don't you try that? Why don't you try to say to yourself, I'm no longer going to shoot for 50, but I'm going to give my best and try to shoot for the stars.